Hey guys, it's Ash here, and I want to talk today about prepping on the road, prepping whilst you're traveling, dieting whilst you're traveling, basically being able to eat well whilst you're traveling or whilst you're on the road, whilst you're in another country. So as you may know, I'm big on calorie counting. It chops and changes between people. Like, there are some coaches that don't like calorie counting, there are some coaches that do, and some people that are, if it fits your macro, all this sort of shit. So basically, with me, calorie counting, I rate it. I think it's the best thing because you know your numbers. You know what you've got to have per day. You know how much protein you need. You know how much carbs you've got to have and how much fats you've got to have. Side note, as long as your protein is equated for, your carbs and fats can change. But if you're actually prepping for a competition, then it's ideal that you stick to the exact numbers that you're given by your coach. And ideally, you should have a coach. Let's talk about like prepping whilst traveling. You're in a different country. So at the moment, I'm in Egypt. And it's not really a stable place to prep, usually. But I have my staples. I have my calories, I have my protein macros, I have my carbs, and I have my fats. So I know what I need to have each day. So what I do is I've got my breakfast, my meal 1 and my meal 6 sorted. Meal 1 is usually porridge, which is porridge, 2 scoops of protein, hot water. Nice and easy, basic, simple carbs, and your scoops of protein. My final meal, right before bed, is the same, but with almond milk and some peanut butter, right before bed. So that's 2 meals out of 6. Then thankfully, here at the hotel I get breakfast. So after I finish coaching my client, I come back and I'll usually get a 14 egg white omelet and 2 to 4 pieces of brown toast, depending on the carbs that day. That then leaves me with 3 other meals. I do get dinner here as well. So that helps. The chef literally cooks me the same meal every single night. Grilled chicken, vegetables, and basmati rice. My cheat meal, I get steak and chips. So then that leaves me with 2 other meals. So what I do whenever I go somewhere, if I know I can sort out most of my meals, is I'll then search to try and find the same thing. If I can find a grilled chicken shop, if I can find somewhere that does grilled salmon, if I can find a restaurant that does steak or whatever it may be, usually I'll go for the cheaper option when I'm on the road or when I'm traveling. So it'll usually be chicken, rice, and veg. This is the thing, simple works. I'll say it again, simple works. Now, as a bodybuilder, I eat for necessity. So I have reasons why I'm eating. I'm not eating for the taste of it. I'm not eating for that sort of shit. I've got a goal of where I need to be, and that is on stage in my best condition. So protein is fucking key. Right, good clean carbohydrates, and also my fats. So I found a chicken shop down the road that does chicken, vegetables, and rice. Simple. And that is literally my meals for the day. Especially as I'm here in a different country, I know what I gotta have, I know I can reach my macros, and I know I can hit them every single day, so I'm not fucking fussed. Now let's talk about prepping whilst you're on the road. Driving around the UK or whatever country you're in. I used to perform with a group called Forbidden Nights, and we were on the road 4 days a week. Okay, so we were driving from England to Scotland, London over to Cardiff, or further on in Wales, or all the way everywhere. But I had to learn to do it on the road. So I'd prep my meals before I left, but if we were away on tour for a couple of days, I'd need to restock. So, nice and simple. Oats, almond milk. Almond milk is a UHT milk. You don't need to keep it cold. So I'd have that. I'd take my protein powder with me. I'd then go to the shops, and through the shops I'd make sure if I had some rice cakes, I'd find some cooked chicken, some salmon, you got the smoked salmon slices, or some places did like the flaky cooked salmon, which was lovely. Then places like Sainsbury's, I think it was Sainsbury's, maybe Tesco's. Either way, they did like a greens pot, which was like beans, peas, broccoli, and all that sort of stuff, with a bit of garlic butter. Obviously, I'd take the garlic butter out, you then microwave it, and you had your veggies. And then using things like Uncle Ben's rice, okay? Ideally, you want to go to a place that have a microwave. Most service stations will have a microwave. So you can go there. I used to use the theatre, and I'd cook my stuff in the microwave. You'd have your Uncle Ben's rice, you'd have your can of tuna, or you'd have your cooked chicken breasts that you'd bought from the shop, or you'd have your salmon bits. You'd also have your veggies that you bought as well. And another one was the frozen jack of potatoes. If you wanted a potato, you could literally zap it in the microwave for 5 minutes, and you had a frozen jack of potato, a different form of carbohydrate. This is the thing, people will use the excuse of, I'm on the road, so I can't stick to my diet. I'm traveling, so I can't stick to my diet. It then comes down to healthier choices, okay? If you're at the restaurant, pick the healthier choice. Pick the chicken and vegetables, or pick the steak and vegetables, okay? If you're on the road and you're stopping by, again, I'll use the UK as an example, you stop by services and you see an M&S. Cool, grab some salmon, grab some plain rice cakes, grab some of their quinoa or their Moroccan couscous, okay? Grab some fruit, like, pick healthy choices. Don't use that excuse of, I'm on the road, so I can't stick to my shit because it doesn't fly. The body doesn't take time off. And this is the thing, when we give ourselves those excuses of, oh no, it's just one meal, I can get away with this, and that happens more regularly, then we actually set ourselves back. You may not think so with it being one meal, but over time as it stacks up and it sets you back and back and back and back. So healthier choices. Ideally, know your calories, know your macros, know what you're putting in your body, and make sure you're getting enough water intake. Like these things they're very simple. They are very, very simple to do. All you need is a microwave. And look, if you have a cold pack as well or something to keep the food cold, okay, that's cool. But all you really need is a fucking microwave to do your shit. You need good amount of water intake, and you need to make the right choices. Look, I hope that's kind of given a bit of an insight on a way to do it, and also to not give you excuses anymore, because excuses are like assholes and they stink. So, well, that was a dad joke. So basically, get out of your own way, stop making your excuses, and stop giving yourself reasons to cheat on your diet. Look, if you're not a bodybuilder, cool. You don't have to be a bodybuilder. The concept is still the same. You want to lose weight? Make healthier choices. If you're a bodybuilder and you're prepping for a competition, you should fucking know better. There's these little things. I had one person come to me yesterday. It's like, oh, I don't want to work with you because you're a bodybuilder and you'll just give me a bodybuilding diet. It's the same fucking concept. Bodybuilders have to put on weight and put on muscle. Cool, you have to eat in a surplus in your calories. You want to lose fat? You have to eat in a calorie deficit. Normal person, I want to put on muscle. Well, you have to eat in a surplus. I want to lose weight. You have to be in a calorie deficit. Same shit, different smell. That's it. Stop putting a fucking label on it and just make better choices. Anyway, I hope that gave you a bit of insight. And if you have any questions or there's any videos you want me to try, please put it in the link below and I'd love to do some more. But thank you very much for watching.